What's going on there, friends? What's going on there, neighbors? I am ShinRobjira, and before we start talking about Lil Boy Blue over here, I need to make an announcement. So starting on the week of the 17th, I'm going to be doing my year-end lists. Favorite EPs, albums, favorite new artists, favorite movies, favorite video games, the whole spiel. Although video games will come either the first or second week of January. There will be no Rob's Godzilla Room Reviews episodes within that time. I'm focusing solely on doing those videos that week, to which I apologize. The final 2 Marmot episodes will be airing the following week, after Christmas. So you're essentially just losing a week, yeah. And since we are losing a week, I will include a 3rd episode. So the day after Christmas, you'll be getting one, the day after that, you'll be getting one, and the day after that, you'll be getting one. So immediately following Christmas, you're getting like a whole crazy mismatch of Godzilla videos. So I hope you lot don't mind. But anyway, let's get to talking about the, let's see. Marmot Godzilla Action Figure Express Exclusive 1962 Godzilla. What a f***ing name. So as you can see, this lovely lad is blue. Very, very blue. A little bit of yellow and other colors. Let's take a look at some of those other colors. So as you can see, Godzilla's got gold eyes and black pupils, just like Godzilla 2000. And if I move his head down a little bit, you will see that he's got a different shade of blue on the top of his head. It's not the same blue. It's a little bit more metallic-y looking. The beauty of that is that metallic blue is somewhat all over this figure. It honestly just depends where you're looking. So that metallic-y blue will follow through on the sides of Godzilla. From the top of his head, to the side of his body, to his arms, to his legs, and his tail, and his feet. Something that I thought was actually rather interesting, because when you looked at the picture listing of this guy on Amazon, he just looked all blue. But no, there's different shades of blue all around this guy, both in metallic format and just in normal format. So you see we have it over here, on his knees, on the side, on his crotch right there, knees, side. You see it more on his little belly. And on his chest, we have a very bright yellow. This is what your pee is going to look like if you drink too much Monster Energy. Believe me, I know. We've got nice silver for the fingernails and the toenails. Look at that, nice and shiny. And for the dorsal plates, we have that silver and that very nice metallic blue, really pulling the figure together with some very nice variety. Although once you get to the tail, the silver is only going to stop there, and then the rest are just going to stay blue. Unpainted, essentially. But we do get that nice metallic blue strip on his tail. Now, me being the scatterbrained gent that I am, I completely forgot to go over the rest of the articulation for the Marmot Sofubi Godzilla 2000 figure. Essentially, you can move his arms, you can move his legs, and you can move his tail. Here, with Lil Boy Blue, you're essentially going to get the same kind of articulation. You get it in the arms. You get it in the legs. Oh. Leg. The only difference between that guy and this guy, aside from design and color, is that this guy's tail can actually go all the way around. Like so. This particular design of Godzilla is one of my favorites, and I love this figure so very much. But before I talk about the last bit of paint and detail, let me show you something. This guy, there's a reason why my finger's holding his feet. Yeah, he can't really stand on his own. If you want him to lean forward like that, you're gonna have to do one of those tail movement things, and that'll be the only thing holding him up. Which, I mean, if you're displaying him from, like, straight forward, I mean, it just looks natural, right? But if you want to pose him tail up, you're gonna have to put the legs back a little bit like so, and yeah. I mean, it's not such a bad thing. It kind of looks like he's just, you know, leaning backwards for a roar or something like that. Now, before I forget, let me talk about this one little detail, because Lord knows I will forget. We have some nice sculpted teeth in the mouth. They are not individually sculpted, I promise you. They're kind of on like a Bondi teeth trail. But what I like about this figure is he's got a fully sculpted tongue, and the inside of his mouth is painted not all blue. It's actually this weird burgundy. Unfortunately, I have to flip this guy upside down to really give you a lot of good look on the inside of his mouth. But regardless, I like that his mouth was a different color from his body. See? Look at that tongue in there. He's got a tongue. Now, aside from the usual scales that normally covers a Godzilla figure, we've got some nice bumps and grooves on the neck, on his chest, this little T shape he's got going on. We've got some nice wrinkles on his feet, even some on his kneecaps, and even on the top portion of his tail, we have fully blue molded dorsal plates.
I forgot. There's stuff on the bottom of his feet.
Marmot 2002, Godzilla 1962, trademark Toho Company Limited, Webby S1 Ford. So, aside from this guy being my favorite Showa-era design, I like him a lot for his color and his paint scheme. Yes, he's all blue with really only a few different varying colors, and by a few I mean 2. I really do like the fact that there was a metallic blue included in his color palette. It's something I wasn't expecting, and it made opening this figure up all the more joyous. And this guy was actually my very first Marmot Godzilla figure. So, he's even more magical to me in that aspect. But anyway, next time we meet, which will be on Friday, we will be talking about the Marmot Monster Heaven Godzilla 1955 figure. I'll see you all then, and I hope you lot have a lovely week. Bye.